Alright, so yesterday was kind of a milestone, actually a pretty big milestone, because I reached the end of my book project that I've been working on for a year. That was the project. It was do a drawing a day for a year in this journal. So I did, and it's strange because when I started this project, I was in New York, and I went into a bookshop, actually a Japanese bookshop, and I found this book, and it said, do a sketch a day for a year, and I was like, okay, well, I'll do that. I draw all the time anyway, that's what I do, and it didn't, seem like that big of a commitment, or that big of a deal. Then, it's kind of just, blown up into something that was way bigger than I even planned for it to be. It's definitely changed me fundamentally as a person, and I've improved as an artist. And so a drawing a day, it doesn't sound like a lot, but it is when you have to draw every single day without missing a day, no matter what happens in your life. And as most people know, I've been in England, kind of traveling around and having weird adventures and being in strange situations. So no matter what happened, I had to do this drawing. And sometimes it was, things from my mind, and sometimes it was things that I saw or people I met. And I guess, it just quietly ended yesterday when I did the final drawing, and I just kind of wanted to do something to talk about it since, to me, it was an important day. So here we are. This book. There's all sorts of. I'm gonna have it published. I don't know by who. I don't know if it's going to be published in England or the United States. Maybe New York. I'm not sure. Someone's going to publish it. And there's all sorts of interesting marginalia in it that you can read after it's published. It's designed to do this project, this book. You can read that. It's a year-long record of sketches because every daily drawing is worthy of remembrance. And I wrote, yes, I am doing this, please don't harass me about it. And then next to it, I wrote, haha. Some people will get that joke. Yeah, it's the same. As you can see, it just kind of started off like doodles. Because I was just like, okay, well, I'll do this project, no big deal. And the first pages are slightly smudged because I didn't realize that the pencil was going to smudge. But, it just kind of makes it look cool. This one's from the zoo in New York. So I started in New York. And kind of was around the United States a little bit, in Boston and a few other places. Oh, this was the day the seagull died. It was so strange. This New York Jewish gangster. It was so strange. This seagull, as if by this strange magnetic force, at this intersection, was just pulled into this car and got run over, but it didn't fully die. It was half dead in its body, the top half of it. It's kind of gruesome. This top half of its body was sticking up, it was awful. And all these people were gathered around. I mean, normally, no one cares about the seagull, but all these people were gathered around looking at this seagull death. And then all of a sudden, you could just see the moment it died. And I'd never really seen something die like that before. And then all these seagulls were squawking overhead, and it was just a very strange moment. Anyway, the seagull death. And so, oh God, we have Bloody Mary in here. She was a ghoul that I encountered at Friendly Crossways, but that's a story for another time. So in the beginning, it's just kind of doodly, and then, the guy wants to tie you up. So, yeah, I wish I could show you every page, but it's going to take way too long. As the book progressed, I was like, I've been doing a lot of work. After like a month goes by or something, and you're spending like an hour a day, eventually spending like, up to an hour a day on some of the drawings, you're like, well, if I'm going to do this project, I want it to be really, really good, because why put all your effort into something and just have it be mediocre? So, I started really doing some elaborate drawings. This is when I got to England. This is in Oxford, the Christ Church Meadow. This is my very first tea in England, and I did the drawing, and by the end of the drawing, the tea was cold, so let that be a lesson. See, when I got here, it was still warm outside, so I could sit outside and draw some of these drawings. Yeah. So when I was staying at the Christ Church, these are all from Oxford. I was very enchanted by England when I first got here, because it was just so different from the United States, and, anytime you're in a place or a situation like that, it's a very special time. Skip forward a little bit. This one was so interesting. These 2 pages right here, because this was when I first got to Bath, and there was this strange mural up, and it looked like a portal to hell to me. It did. You walked past it, and you got a very strange feeling. And this is what people don't understand about art, some people, that you can totally change the whole atmosphere of a place with a drawing or a piece of art. The whole atmosphere can change. So I walked by, and I was like, I got this like shuddery feeling, like this is a portal to hell. Something ain't right here, as we say in the United States. And I decided I was going to draw it burning down, because you can kind of get rid of an energy by doing something like that, as I've learned. And then the next day, see, the book was like this. It would always everything would fall into place. I wouldn't always plan everything out, but then it would just end up falling into place, oddly enough. And so the next day I go to the museum, and they have this statue, and I like to draw statues, because it's a good way to study anatomy, which you want to know as an artist if you want to have any kind of, if you want to hold your salt as an artist, you got to know anatomy. So statues are a good way, a well-sculpted statue, because they don't move around, and you can study the light on them and stuff. So I draw this kind of candelabra kind of statue underneath, not even thinking about how it's right underneath this fire, and how the flames kind of match up to the candlesticks there, whatever this thing is, like a sconce or something. All sorts of interesting. I always said to myself, the book doesn't lie, because it doesn't. All these strange truths would be revealed to me through the drawings. And this is how you know you've gotten somewhere as an artist, okay? Look, if you're just in Illustrator tooling around and dicking around and making things that look kind of cool because you want to be cool, then you really haven't gotten anywhere. I mean, maybe you're on your way, but you'll really get somewhere if you draw and all these truths start about the world and life and everything start to be revealed to you. That's how you know you're on the right track, okay? And I don't think many people are doing that nowadays. I think most people are just in it for the money or to be cool, or the notoriety. I think very precious few people are doing this for any other reason. But I am. Not that it's not fun to get attention, but it's something. So that shouldn't be your most, in the hierarchy of your, agenda, that shouldn't be the most important thing. Oh, we have the buckets, of course. Help us, we're chained to a sludge pile. This is what I don't understand about buckets, is that they must know that their bad behavior, spying and all that, keeps them chained to these lower level jobs, like cleaning tables and bathroom and being a dishwasher and working retail and working in a coffee shop. They must know that that has something to do with their behavior. And they don't like their jobs, yet they still continue to do the stuff that holds them down. I'm not sure. There's all sorts of drawings. I'm going to kind of skip forward a little bit. Let's see. I'll show you the highlights, I guess. Oh, here's a good drawing of Connor. It's kind of dark. It's when he first made an appearance in my life. Oh, here's a vampire being killed. There was some weird energy where I was. Had to get rid of that. Oh, I love this one. It's the view out of my window at night. And I just think it has beautiful night colors that are kind of unusual. Let's see what else. Skip forward here. So when I saw the Archbishop of Canterbury, or the former Archbishop, and there's an example of drawing a statue. See, as you can see, the drawings are getting more complex. Oh, and this one's always a crowd pleaser, the ear. The random ear. Oh god, it rained so much that day and I got so lost. I was in London. Miserable. That's what I'm saying. There'd be days like that where you're like trudging around in the rain, like looking for a hostel. All the hostels were full, and I was like trudging around in the rain looking for one. And then you still have to do the drawing after that, even though you're cold and tired and wet, and you just want to go to bed. And it's not like, I had very few days where I was just like, and today I'm just going to draw. As always, I had to run some stupid errand and blah, blah, blah. Here's Hillary Clinton on fire. Oh, I love this one too. This is another night. This was like the reflection of some lights in the window through the curtain, like a sheer curtain. And this blue landscape. This is someone I met. These are from London. Let's see. Oh, I love this one too. This is from Cardiff. I stayed in this really creepy hostel. And it was right around Halloween. Cardiff's kind of creepy. And that was like their basement lounge. Oof, this video is going to be long. Oh well, I guess the book's long, so the video is going to be long. This page just turned out... Sorry, there's a bug flying around. This page turned out really interesting. There's plastics in between, as I should prevent them from smudging. Hands pulling someone down to hell, and then seeing the cross, and kind of religious. What else? I'm skipping pages. There's a lot more going on than this. Flowers. Oh, flowers with weird faces. This was strange because I drew this drawing and then ended up at a Christmas party the next day. And I swear to God that guy was there. Weird. Stuff like that happens where you draw and then the next day you like run into the person you drew. Seemingly at random. All sorts of stuff. We got some life and death and love. Everything. I know a lot of stuff. And some things got used for other things. Like, if you go on my YouTube, you can see, it's probably on there already, you can see I did a bunch of kind of piano songs when I was in Bath the second time, and I would put them up with an image from the book. So this one got used for a poster. This one was a poster that really never got used for anything, which is a shame because it was a really nice, professionally done and lovely poster. Maybe in the future we can have more posters like that, and less things that look like someone from art school did. A lot of theme, like that's definitely a theme of light and darkness and good and evil and all that. I guess you kind of encounter when you're traveling, and you know, I'm kind of interested in that stuff. Yeah. So, unlike some people, there's some comics in here. All they care about is sex. I think most people, that's pretty much all they care about. So we're getting later and later in the book. Got some drawings from the canal. I don't want this video to be too long. Drawings from the canal. Sometimes I feel like this, like people have no memory. I have no memory. Like my phone has no memory. I love this comic. I've kind of skipped a lot ahead. Our policy of steady abuse is failing. He just looks so defeated. Let's see what else. See, as you can see, like, oh, we got Swan family in here. Don't tread on me. You know swans mate for life? Yeah. It was kind of like, you know, you finish something, and it's not like you're... I don't like comparing myself to a child, because people do that too much, but you're like a child, you're like, I did this, so I want to see it. And, you know, this was a whole book full of drawings, and you're like, I just finished this, and there's, like, no one around to, like... I say like too much, I know, I'm sorry. There's no one around to show. And then, you know, that kind of makes you sad. I'm sure when it's published, a lot of people will see it. But I was better than you! Well, you ain't now. Sorry. So, getting towards the end. Oh, we have the pyramid getting sent. There's a lot of send-downs in here, and we know what those are. The pyramid got sent down. Hopefully that had an impact. I think it did. And, you know, getting forward in time. Oh no, we've offended the baby. Towards the end, there's a lot of kind of cartoons, because I got into doing these political cartoons for the British election, and I mean, that's what I trained as a cartoonist. That's what I wanted to be originally. And so I'll always love doing cartoons. And you know, as high and mighty and pretentious as we love to be, cartoons are actually a really useful way of getting an idea out to, a complex, maybe, idea out to the masses. Because what your goal is as a cartoonist is to take a complex idea and break it down into its like simplest form so anyone can understand it, which is actually a really wonderful tool. And so, you know, if you look in a history book about an election, maybe from the 1700s or something, you'll probably see political cartoons. So don't poo-poo political cartoons just because they're slightly lowbrow. They serve a purpose, and they're actually really important and fun. And let's see. Yeah, and here we have the last page. This is my self-portrait and these women, and it says, "Congratulations, you made a sketchy day for a year. What are you going to do next?" And I wrote, "The Book of Life and the Book of Death." Because I didn't lose the book, and oh god, there was one day where I thought I lost it, and I got so scared, but I just left it at the library. Yeah, all the send-downs, I'm going to put them all in a book on their own. It's going to be called The Book of Death. How cheerful. And then, of course, if you have the Book of Death, you have to have the Book of Life, too. So, any beautiful moments, which there are in the world, despite everybody's nasty disposition, those are going in the Book of Life. And then I'm going to release them as a set. But that's all in the future. I might take a day or two off. This is the first time I've ever, in like 4 years, I do not have a project that is unfinished. Because miraculously, I just finished the circus. Not the way I was going to finish it, but it's done, and I think it turned out really cool. And I finished this. So I feel like a burden has been lifted from me. I was always walking around with these unfinished projects in my mind. Now if I can just get the Don't Let This Happen to You comic printed, well, I'll be good. Yeah, I might take a little bit of time off, but probably not. I'll probably just start drawing right away. There's always a reason to draw. I just won't have to do it on such a regimented schedule. Alright, well, thanks for listening, and I'll let you know when the book finds a home in a publisher. And, no, what else is gonna happen? Stay tuned.